me.
Do you feel like you're unproductive when you get home? Do you feel like you always are tired after coming back from school? Maybe this productive school routine can help. Here I'll show you what happens when you have a productive and unproductive after-school routine. The first girl has an unproductive after-school routine and decides to put down her bag and stay in her school clothes and go to sleep. School was so tiring for her, and she promised to take a 20-minute nap. Next thing you know, she wakes up and it's 7:30 a.m. She has to get to school now, and she's wasted all the time she had after school. No time to do her homework, no time for anything. Now she rushes to school feeling unprepared. Did you spot the error? She planned to freshen up while it was after school, although she ended up sleeping in. And this led to her being unprepared for the next day of school. What can you do instead and be more productive after school to get all the goals you achieve? Here, I'll show you. Girl number 2 starts her after-school day the same by putting her bag down, but instead of going to bed, she doesn't waste any time and goes straight to her desk. This girl starts the hardest tasks first, such as creative tasks and tasks that require a lot of time, such as projects. Then she moves on to the easier tasks, such as practice questions and homework. This way, she gets everything done in a timely manner that doesn't burn her out. After she's finished, she can continue taking breaks and studying, or she can just do whatever she likes, spend more time with family and friends, and just have a fun time overall. Enjoy the tips! I got distracted by my cat, but then I got back on track. For this after-school routine, here are the different steps. So before we start, I just want to say, for the sake of this video and the sake of my lighting, I'm going to be moving my bed instead of my desk because there's a window there and I don't want it to look bad. Anyway, the program I use to organize basically everything in my life is Notion. And while Notion is a very complicated platform with also like a lot to do and a lot to use it for, I personally don't have the time or energy to learn all of it, although that sounds really fun. I use it for very basic things, so hopefully it's very easy for you to follow along. If not, I will add a tutorial video or how I use it. So yeah. For me personally, I use all of my school subjects and make all of my online written notes on there. I basically just put all of my written notes onto Notion so I can have it on my phone and study while I'm traveling on the bus, in the car to school. So it makes it a lot easier for me, and I definitely found that it improved my grades a lot because I was able to revise a lot more frequently. So yeah, for me, I have a calendar on my Notion, but I don't really use it. It's honestly just there to show, because I don't like the fact it makes new pages for every event I want to add. But anyway, I'm gonna move on to freshman year when I used Notion to the best of its ability and I got really good grades. So here is how I made my notes on Notion. It's a very simple kind of way. I like to enhance them using a different colored highlighters and things like that. And I also like to add images of diagrams. Yeah, I also did my math and geo notes on there. But I would say that I didn't use any other study method but revising notes and making notes and things like that. I didn't use any flashcards, any I don't know. I've heard the blurting method is really good, but honestly that was freshman year and all the work was super easy anyway, so I didn't really need that extra practice, I guess. But I did just revise my notes a whole bunch. Another thing I would say is that I definitely stopped caring a lot about how my notes looked to the average person, and I started caring more about how I would actually learn with them. So here is where I take my physical notes, and it is quite empty for now since it is just the first month of school, but this is my calendar. I got it off of Pinterest. I don't know who the original person who made it was. And then I have a study planner that was inspired by Simply Misha's study planner that she made. And someone else just made that. I'm not sure who again, but it was on Pinterest, and yeah. I am going to be working on making a public Pinterest to kind of upload these printables and templates so you guys can use them too. I just haven't gone around to making a public Pinterest, so yeah, let me know if that's something you want to see. Whoa, you got to the end of the video. Congratulations. Now you have the perfect after-school routine to help you get your productive dreams. Anyway, I'm sorry for how late this video was supposed to be posted. It was supposed to be posted 2 days ago. As of recording this right now, I just didn't get to editing it in time. And there were a lot of events over the weekend, so I couldn't exactly finish it then. But anyway, it's out now. If you want to see more content like this, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, all that fun stuff.